So, we're here with Terry. Say hi.
Hello.
And we're going to learn some stuff about him today. So, tell us like where you're from and everything.
So, my name is Terry Taplin. I'm from Berkeley, California. I was born and raised there. I'm a writer. I'm a performance poet.
Awesome. And did you grow up here in the Bay?
Yeah. I was born at Alto Bates Hospital in Berkeley, and I've been there ever since. And
awesome.
Yeah, so.
Very cool. And what kind of stuff were you into as a kid? Like sports?
As a kid, I was not into sports. I remember my father he still plays basketball. I remember my first baseball tryout when I was like 4, and it was like, I think there were too many children there. Like, it was the most children I had seen, so I totally freaked out and cried, like couldn't
deal. Yeah, awesome. That's not awesome, but memories. Did they bring you up speaking any other languages in the house?
No, we all spoke English, but I sort of grew up in a multi-ethnic neighborhood, so I grew up hearing a lot of Spanish, hearing a lot of other languages. So early on, I sort of got used to different sounds.
Yeah, just being kind of aware too, like the difference. Awesome. So, with all that being said, what was like your first experience, or kind of like the first time you were exposed to either classical languages or the Roman or Greek culture?
So as a kid, like me and my mom would go to the library every weekend, and then when I started going to elementary school, I'd spend a lot of time in the school's library, and one day I came across this children's mythology book, so I checked that out, and I just like rechecked it out over and over again, and just like...
I'm just kind of like obsessed.
yeah, and around the same time, Xena and Hercules were on television,
so I
would like, would watch the episodes and be able to recognize the storylines, and ever since then, like Greek mythology has always been sort of part of my imagination, like imaginative background. Sort of.
Very cool. Awesome. That's great. So then, I guess, how did all of that bring you to like where you are today, especially being involved with our project?
Well, it's sort of a long history. Like every few years, I would be introduced to something new from the classical world. Like in middle school, I was cast as Poseidon in our production of the Odyssey. I decided to do crew instead because I was like, no, I don't want to be seen, But sort of just like every few years, since starting when I was a child, and then the Odyssey and Xena and stuff like that. And then the older I got, I was able to revisit all these stories and appreciate them in new ways. And so. I remember it was a few years ago that I decided to study classical languages in college. I was sort of, like, I took a few years off after high school, and I was like, I didn't figure out what I want to do. And then I thought about all these different things, and then I sort of thought about what the things that I was really drawn to, what really made me excited to learn, and it was, classical mythology. So, and also as a writer, you see all these references, and being able to recognize them was like really cool for me. So I was like, and then I was talking to a friend at a party once, and I was, I really like, the Odyssey and stuff like that. And he was like, oh, like, you should read it in Greek, he went on this thing. And I was like, okay. And then so I was like, I should probably, like, if I'm going back to school, it's going to be something I really want to, like, really invest time into. It's going to be something that I'm going to enjoy, and it's going to be, like, meaningful in that way. So I was like, I should probably study classics because all my books at that point were classical, so I was like, might as well.
Yeah. Awesome. So that's pretty cool. I like how you ended up here. And participating in this project too, which it all means something different for us. So what not only do you hope to achieve, but like what does it mean to you to be, participating?
For me, it's like, I always felt like I was really lucky. Like, not everyone grows up liking to read. Not everyone, likes, like, some people have more friends than I ever did or ever will, so, But for me, it's like I was able to, like, have this passion and this joy, and so for me, projects like this really allow me to share that with other people in ways that are sort of more widespread. Like something like video, like, taking these things, bringing them to life on the screen, it's really accessible, and it's a way for for us to transmit those ideas and transmit those passions. So.
And like revisit and just keep going back to it.
Yeah, especially like for our generation or our times, you know, there's something about this material that every generation finds, and so for us to do this project, we can sort of like approach it with the things that we have in our kind of cultural or political whatever. We can bring that to life in this really kind of exciting way with all the new digital technology and stuff.
Yeah, definitely. Awesome. Well, thank you very much. We'll be seeing you a lot because of the campaign, and hopefully, you know, you'll be able to reach out to people and they can relate to you.
Awesome.
Yeah, thanks.